YouTube, what it be like? Get your boy Fo. Xbox 720 is the gamer tag on the PS4, and yo, this is that double triple Madden OGs, and we are back. And bro, it has been a minute since I said that right there, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. I just fell off this game, but we out here, man. So it is what it is. We're getting ready for Madden 19. I was in my email this morning, and I saw somebody send me an email. They said they were a subscriber, and they still watch a lot of my Madden content, and they just love how detailed it was, and they're struggling on offense. Did they have anything that they could suggest would help them on offense? So I was like, bro, instead of like sending a response like that through email, I'll just make a video about it. So you know who you are, man. Like, hopefully this helps. If you're advanced, I don't know how much this will help. I've tried to make sure that I covered our bases, so this is for beginner, intermediate. If you're advanced, you could actually mix this into your game if you use New England's playbook, or if you're just playing online, you could put it in your custom and add it as well. I haven't been a part of the Madden community in some time, so I also don't know if this formation's been covered to death or anything like that, or any of the plays have been covered. I'm not really sure. I just know what I know that works with the game, because I still got all kind of defenses and all kind of stuff I haven't uploaded. But it is what it is, man. Y'all comment below if y'all want to see some other shit from me. But anyway, we're in the New England Patriots playbook. We're looking at gun trips, tight end today. And the reason why I wanted to show the subscriber this specifically is because if you're having problems offensively, this formation can cure a lot of your L's, because it does ton of things. You have a one-play touchdown in here. You got a multitude of passing plays. You got an inside zone, a quick base, a halfback counter, a mid draw. So you got versatile runs, and you got the pat slot screen in here, and that for years has been really good against zone. So that's dope. A lot of people run it HB slip screen, and a tight end screen. If you know when and how to call that, it can be very effective. Now, the two plays that I like the most out of this entire formation is Pat's YN. I love that play, bro. It's really easy to move the ball with that play. And then Pat's Y post, which I felt like I wanted to cover that particular play first. So let's hop into it. If you're new to my channel, then generally the way that I cover with defense is I try to go over what a play does against cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, and man-to-man coverage, simply because every other defense in the game is comprised of one of those defenses that I mentioned. So if you know how to attack those base defenses, then you should be able to attack a cover 6 or attack a max coverage type style play. So we'll go ahead and call cover 4, put it on the field. Now let's look at the routes. All right, so the routes are, we got a speed in by Aguilar, we got a in route by Jeffrey, we got this. And the two unique plays that you can't hot route into the game is Aguilar's play, Smith, and there's 3 actually, and Ertz play. So you can't hot route those into the game. You can't hot route a Jahi into the game either. So this is a fairly unique play. That's what New England does, bro. They got a lot of good formations with a lot of good routes. Now, starting out, we're gonna talk about Ajahi's route. All right. Now, his route in particular, it doesn't look like much, but this particular route works against almost every zone in the game. I'm going to show you. So, first of all, we got a cover 4 on the field, so we'll show you what it does against quarter flat. Against quarter flat, we're going to be able to come out and, you know, pretty much get 5 yards here. In a lot of instances, we may be able to get more. Actually, I almost got 10. I can't count. So then we're going to turn around and go with curl flat. So we'll call a cover 3 right here. And you see the curl flats are out. And keep in mind, I'm playing against the Seahawks. I tried to make sure that I put like Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, like people with high zone coverage, a good defense out onto the field. So as you can see, I just got like 7, 8 yards against the curl flat. So then we'll call a cover 2 and a soft squat. So we'll call a soft squat. And as you can see, 5 yards, more of the same. 4 to 5 yards, more of the same. If you put cloud flats out there, because I know this particular defense, like, people don't run it necessarily out of dollar, but out of a 3-4 base set, people like to run that cover 4 with cloud flats. That's something you see a lot, and they feel like it covers everything. But you can still hit this player, and boom, 5 yards. And do not underestimate what 5 yards can do for you when you need it. That just keeps the chains moving, bro. So I always take what I can get, and that's just one extra thing that the defense has to think about when scheming to stop you. Okay, now we want to take a look at the tight end, and we just want to give him just a little bit of time to clear, and then we're able to hit him. As you can see, now we want to take a look outside to the left with our receivers. If I want to hit the circle route, then I'm generally like putting Aguilar on the streak first, and then I'm just flattening that route out, and boom, it just works like that. Another thing you can do is put Aguilar out on the out route. I like to do that a lot, actually, and boom, that works for me. Y'all know how I am. Last year I used to love out routes. They still are extremely effective in this year's game to exploit the defense with. Now lastly, we want to take a look at Jeffrey's route right there. As you can see, he's going to get open on the in route as well, because the circle route is going to pull up the hook zone. So that's how that's going to work with cover 4. If by chance they happen to run cloud flats, it does kind of change the dynamic, right? Because cloud flats are going to do an excellent job at playing the circle route. And you see how it becomes a much tighter throw. Now you can get somebody with great catching traffic and catch that ball. I wouldn't recommend that you do it though. There's no reason to when you got other options that you can do when you see this type of a defense. Now another thing is with the out route. So the out route is getting picked up at first. If you wait a second, as you can see, if I would have waited it out, and I don't know what happened, it just kind of glitched out. That's the thing that I think is stupid about this game. Not just that, it's a lot of things, but that's one of the things. But as you can see, that was a cloud flat, and boom, he jumped. Sometimes he'll fully commit to him, sometimes he won't. But if I wait, boom, I can still hit it. Anyway, when I see that type of a defense, like cover 4 type of a defense, then what I want to do is create high lows and just things that are gonna make sense for me. So I'll put the running back in an option route, and then I'll put Aguilar in this out route. And that's the way I like to run against something like that, simply because I'm gonna get some very basic reads. So as you can see, either I'm gonna go high-low, I'm gonna be able to hit that running back, or I'm gonna hit the tight end because the linebacker is gonna dip down, or I got the wide receivers to the left, right. Watch the action and how we create an opening. Or I'm gonna read like that, and it's very simple. So let me put it in the replay real quick and show you what happened. So now basically what I did from here, circle route pulls up hook zone, that takes care of that zone. Now I'm forcing this cloud flat to make a decision. So as you can see, that time he didn't back off. He committed 100%. So if I would have threw out here, that most likely could have got picked off or broken up. But this leaves this player wide open. And what are they going to do? Are they going to pull this player all the way over? I don't think so. If they do, this guy's going to be wide open. Or if I put him on the option route, he's going to be wide open. If they're usering, right? They have to use this player. That would be the only thing that would make sense. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to have something open. But if they don't use that player and it works out this way, boom, he's wide open. So I just wanted to make sure that I call that out. Now let's go ahead and move on to a cover 3. So when we move on to a cover 3, it's really much of the same. So I don't really want to go through it that thoroughly, because it's really the same stuff. As you can see, against a curl flat, I can throw that pass. We're going to go ahead and show you here that I can throw the out route against a curl flat as well. So against the out route, I can throw the curl. Against the curl flat, I can throw the out route. So it's pretty much the same thing. So that's what I would be doing. Let's go to a cover 2 real quick. and then I'll show you how cover 2 works. So say we set up like that. Now what we're looking for is this. Reason why that's happening is because it's real simple. The mid read is actually going with the circle route. So as opposed to him like staying in the middle, he's going out here. And that's just leaving the middle of the field just wide ass open. Another thing that I could point out, if they do not play clouds and they just call a basic cover 2 and just leave it like that, where they get soft squats, you could throw an out route against that. So that's just so you know. And that should be a really easy read for you. For you to understand what to do. And if you don't throw that, then you're gonna just basically do like I told you before, where you're just gonna hit the in route. It's really simple against the cover 2. Like, this play gives you some really easy fucking reads, bro. Like, hella easy reads. I already had the ball out, but it's just real simple and how it works. So now let's go ahead and take a look at man-to-man, because I felt like the base principle on how you want to run it it's kind of been shown. But now against man, if they're playing man a lot, you want to figure out how to get square and triangle out of the way of each other. So one of the things I like to do is put Jeffrey on the out route and then smart route him out. So I can take advantage of that speed route, as you can see right there. Now I can take advantage of that speed route. That's where you want to use the speed route more, and I like to use it like that. And there's other ways I could use it. I could actually put Jeffrey on the fly against the zone and use the speed in like that. You could. That's another setup if you want to run it like that. I just don't prefer to run it like that. I find that man, I hit the button on accident. I find that Jeffrey's in route is more consistent than what I get out of the speed in a lot of the time. So I like to run the in route more. So anyway, let me go back to the man-to-man real quick. And another thing that you can do against man is put Ajayi in an option route, and then Ajayi is gonna get open like that. Now he can run. If you got a faster player, you'll definitely get open a lot more. You can call man-to-man again. Man, I keep dropping my damn joystick. You can call man-to-man again. And then we can look at Torrey Smith. Oh shit, I fucked up. I don't even know what I did. Maybe I told them no blitz or some shit. Anyway, let me call man-to-man, so that way you get a base 2-man under. And it's same stuff. So now we're looking at Torrey Smith out here, boom, just like that. So now we're getting that action going. Also against man-to-man, you know, you could do this, where you could send Aguilar instead of the speed out. You could kind of confuse him, and then now we're taking advantage of that, like that. It's a ton of stuff you can do against man. Man is just relatively easy to kind of deal with. Just overall, it really is. To where we get Alshon Jeffrey going inside. I mean, it's just a number of things. The only thing that's generally not open in man-to-man is Ertz's route. And the only way his route really gets open is if they call man-to-man defense and they pick each other up like a certain kind of way. Like if you see that, like he's generally going to be covered pretty well because a cornerback's going to cover him, or a linebacker is going to cover him. So then you're not going to be able to throw. You see how he's inside to him now? Now I really can't throw that. Then the play is kind of breaking down and blah, 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 blah. Last thing I'll cover real quick and then I'll get out is like what happens when they try to just play max defense. As you can see, we got we'll call something with max defense. So this is a play where we got a hard flat, curl flat, and a deep blue over there, right? So they can't guard everything on this play. That's the beauty of this play. One thing that I point out is this has a seam flat. Now that I'm sitting here looking at it, it has a seam flat to the right. Watch how a seam flat plays that table route. So that lets you know you can't really throw that shit. Look how he shoots down on it. So you don't get as many yards. It's not really gonna get picked unless you don't pay attention. But what I would do instead is I would put that player in the option route. Now I still got that same high-low, which he played crazy as hell. But anyway, to replay it, he just bumped into him, so it ended up being weird. You see, that's the thing about this game that's crazy. Look, he didn't even really hit nobody, but it messed up the whole fucking play. So anyway, but if you keep on rolling with it, then just to look over to the left, the main part is what I'm talking about is to the left. So you can't really, cause see, everybody's out there. So now you feel like it's all kind of messed up, right? Because they're guarding everything. See how it's getting picked off? And that's Earl Thomas right there. But what's not being shown right there is they can't guard everything. If they're willing to throw that player out there, look, he is wide ass open, bro. He's gonna be wide open every single time. So keep that in mind. That in route's just gonna come wide open, right in the middle of the field every time. And you'll still be able to throw the ball to Ertz in the middle of the field as well. So see how he's wide open? Boom. So that's just what I wanted to show. This is a pretty good play for you to run overall. You start mixing it in with your quick base and your inside zone and a lot of other things to run. And boom, as you can see, we can start putting together a nice offensive scheme. So like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as well so you can know when we post. And bro, if there's anything that I left out, if there's any specific way that you like to run this play, if there's anything that you like to see on my channel, please comment below. Show your boy some love, man, because we out here grinding, man. And as always, respect the OGs. Peace.